Hi Cancer, how are you doing? So I'm going to be doing a reading from March the 1st to March the 7th, and we're going to be looking at some of the kind of signs and general juju. This is just a general reading as well, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. And maybe you find a video that does, or watch your rising sign. Okay, so let's find out. Woo, straight away. Ten of Cups, beautiful. Home and happiness and conclusions. I think the start of the week you're going to have a really good kind of start to the week because it's going to be positive moon and Jupiter influence towards the middle of the week, maybe feeling more bored and kind of disgruntled about things, and then we start to pick up a little bit towards the end of the week, so it's a little bit of a dip and a dive for you guys. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you know, maybe having some harsh words with somebody. Five of Cups, like bit to do with that. Ace of Pentacles, might be where that boredom comes in. It's feeling like, ugh, you know, I want to master something, I want to get it done, and it's just not happening. But also like this sense of bliss, you know, trying to find your bliss. Five of Swords in reverse, okay? So, you know, being able to win something. If we put that in relation to the Ten of Cups. What's that sense of just wanting to hide away a little bit? King of Wands in reverse, again, kind of links to that Ace of Pentacles in reverse and feeling like not much is happening, or you're not able to master something, maybe because of discipline or outside forces. Queen of Swords, again, is kind of ability to battle and conquer things. So this Five of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Swords is suggestion of like trying to fight something. Okay, and Six of Swords and Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's quite interesting. I really want to pull some love cards for you guys because I feel like that Ten of Cups is like, woo, for love. It's looking good. Okay. Got keep an open mind with chemistry and then let go of control issues. And that was kind of in reverse as well. So this sense of like maybe you're trying to have it reverse is interesting actually. I'll come back to that because I want to link that to the cards. Okay, so we've got Ten of Cups, which is, again, this kind of sense of home and happiness, okay? We're starting the week off really good, so we're feeling more revitalised with things, but also this Ten of Cups is about not feeling pressure, you know, not feeling pressure to be perfect. But what I like the most about this card is it gives me a sense of, like, peace, you know, of being able to feel settled with something. So I mentioned that in the middle of the week you might feel bored, unsettled, kind of blasé about things, and we do have a lot of references to that in the cards. But that Ten of Cups is a sense of conclusion. So it's that idea that, you know, we're feeling less in limbo, if that makes sense. We're not feeling like we've got one foot on the ground and one foot off. We're kind of just being able to work through it. And also this is really good for like people who are feeling, you know, their self-esteem and feeling their oats, basically. We have got some interesting kind of messages when it comes to other parts of our lives. So Five of Cups and Queen of Wands in reverse says to me that somebody is not being very sympathetic to you about something you've lost in your life. You know, so you know when you've had a breakup and someone says, look, get real. And you're like, excuse me, you don't know what I've been through. And sometimes those words can come off really, really harsh and it can upset you. Again, it can unsettle you. And sometimes you feel like you're just fighting against the wind all the time because it's like, you don't understand what I've gone through. How could you understand what I've gone through? And so that can be, you know, so you're more prone this week to feeling irritable about things, you know, people trying to trigger you left and right, and it's like, just leave me alone. But also, you may be feeling kind of unkind to yourself about things that have happened in your life if you lost something, you know, especially when it comes to friendship and love. You had a breakup in the past, and it's like, I am reminiscing on it because it's just kind of on my mind. Your water energy, Cancer, as well, so that comes through as well. But also, after this full moon on the 27th on Saturday, this Pisces energy is prone to this idea of like healing emotional trauma, and so we can get very addicted and obsessed with it, because Pisces placement is very like that. I know, because I have a Pisces moon and I'm as addictive as I come. So it's very much like associating things from the past and attaching them to things that are happening right now, and we don't really need to be doing that, because it's not beneficial for us. Okay, it's not beneficial. And you could think you know, your life away to say, if I could have done this, then what if I have a time over? It doesn't matter now, okay? It's over with. So really, I would suggest to you guys that if you get that inkling to wanting to go into the past, to shut that shit straight down and think, no, I'm not doing it. We then got Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well. So again, it's like linked to that feeling like things were less than perfection, and feeling that a sense of bliss has sort of disappeared in your life. Again, it kind of links this Five of Cups of losing, you know, some kind of peace or bliss or, you know, attainment. It's interesting because this means loss and this means attainment and upright. So if I have it reversed, it both means a loss. So these cards both suggest a loss. Okay, of some kind. Again, it might not be a current thing this week. It might be like, I'll lose something this week, but it could be that you're reminiscing on that because of that Queen of Wands in reverse. And you feel like you're fighting against things a lot with that Five of Swords. You know, that let go of control issues in reverse kind of links this idea about attachment and getting obsessed to things, and feeling like, you know, I want to attain something, you know. And there's a spiritual kind of philosophy of like, detaching doesn't mean that you don't own anything. It means that nothing owns you. Okay, so it's the idea that when we attach to things, you let things have, you give your power over to that item, to that person. And you have to think to yourself, do I really want to give my power to somebody? Do I really want to let somebody have that influence over me? Because no, because Cancers are strong MFs, okay? They're strong and people like them, or they're attractive, they're very outgoing and outstanding people. And so do you really want to let someone else do that? Because you forget what bitch you are, you know, you forget who you are, right? So you have to understand about that when we're thinking about attachment and attainment, okay? I just got really like, yeah. King of Wands in reverse with this Queen of Swords energy. Interesting kind of energies together because it links this idea about feeling lazy and bored. I mentioned in the middle of the week we're going to be feeling like that anyway, astrologically. We've got this positive moon, this negative moon, this positive going in and out, dipping and diving. Queen of Swords, again, it's this idea of being able to kind of conquer something, but it's also feeling lonely, okay? So it's that loss there with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, that Five of Cups, it's feeling lonely. And you're trying to fight something. Again, it's linked to that Five of Swords. You're trying to fight something here. You know, specifically the last 2 days of the week, it's going to be interesting because for you guys, I really see that things are going to plague your mind more than they normally would. So, you know, insomnia is definitely not out of the cards. You know, overthinking again with that let go of control issues. So keeping yourself up at night, wondering and it's almost like it's all for now, you know, because really you're spending a lot of time overthinking when you could be being more active and vigilant, especially you guys who are interested in going for a new job. That's actually looking really good for the middle of the week. So don't let, you know, negative thoughts push you down. And that comes through though, through in those cards. Then we've got Eight of Wands in reverse and Six of Swords. Eight of Wands in reverse is like, I don't really know how to make a decision properly. Okay, so this is you not making a decision. Again, you're stagnant, you're stuck, maybe feeling bogged down, you know, foggy, there's no clarity. But we have got the Six of Swords, which is actually very good for traveling, and so I link that to kind of movement. But it's also actually quite a successful card. But you can, what these two cards say to me is that you are trapped by your inability to make decisions, okay? Linked to that idea of clarity. You know, feeling foggy. But also this Six of Swords says to me that you can take control in a lot of areas in your life if you just allow yourself to do that. So there's a lot of sense here in this reading about control, giving it to other people, taking it back. So you may wrestle with that this week. It might be a link to love. You know, we've got this idea about keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. We might make decisions and say, I really want this person if we're keeping an open mind. Okay, so that might be a link to that. You know, keeping an open mind. Those two really link well together. We've also got that idea about, you know, success and finding something that really is for us. With that 10 of Cups linked to chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. There's a lot of chemistry. If you've got a family right now, having a new addition to your family is not out of the cards either. And so there's that idea of brightness and happiness coming to you guys this week. So overall, kind of going up, down, upside down, everywhere kind of thing. So you might be like, oh my God, I'm on a boat, I'm on a roller coaster this week. But overall, it's really what you make of it. Again, if you catch those negative thoughts, slap them right out, you know, be like they were a wasp on the wall with the book. Just out of the way, I don't want to see you anymore. So if that resonated, please like and comment, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Bye guys.